The Eagle Creek Wayfinder 40L backpack is a great choice for one bag travel that's available in both a unisex and women's fit. Hi, I'm Rebecca from Pack Hacker, where we use our expertise and real-world experience to provide practical resources and honest opinions, guiding you towards smarter travel. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. We've been testing the Eagle Creek Wayfinder for just over 2 months now, so let's jump into the review. We're really digging the overall aesthetic of this pack, and we think it looks really sleek in the black charcoal colour. This version shows fewer marks, meaning it's the safest bet for keeping your pack looking fresh when you're on the road. If you're looking for a pop of colour, you'll find a few other colour options available. These are great colour choices, but they do make your pack look more like a typical travel backpack, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's also a pattern on the back panel which adds a little bit of extra flair. Now, you don't really see this that often because the back panel is usually on your back, but we're loving those extra design touches here. Despite the main logo on the front, the branding has been strategically placed around the pack, which we like. The other logos can be found on the back panel, shoulder straps, and zipper pulls. All of these aesthetic components come together to create what we think is a solid looking pack. We also polled our Instagram audience, and the results were that 53% liked the look of this bag. Moving on to the materials, and there's a ton of stuff going on here. Starting with the front of the pack, there is a 300D dual diamond heather ripstop nylon. That may sound complicated, but it's just a nylon material with ripstop, so that if any rips do occur, it will stop them from getting any bigger. The rest of the pack is made from a 500D polyester, with some parts having an additional weather-resistant RPVB coating. You'll find this coating on the interior of the pack as well as on the exterior at the bottom, part of the shoulder straps, and on the top quick wrap handle. We've been pretty impressed with the practicality of the RPVB coating, as it doesn't crease like other weather-resistant coating can. Plus, we have a fun fact for you here. This material is actually made from broken car windshields that have been harvested from landfills, so it's great for the environment too. On another note, all of the materials on this pack are Blue Sign approved. This means that the textile supply chain process ensures fabric is safe for the environment, workers, and end customers, which gets a big thumbs up from us here. Now let's talk about the zippers. All of the zippers on this pack are unbranded, and while we've had no problems with them in testing, we do hold concerns over their long-term durability. On a positive note, the zipper pulls on this pack were a joy to use and made the zippers easy to operate even when the pack was at full capacity, so that's a nice touch. When it comes to the buckles and hardware, they are all ITW and Duraflex. These are reliable brands that have worked well for us in testing, and they're generally known for being very durable. This does, however, make us wonder why Eagle Creek have chosen unbranded zips. They sprung for the hardware, but not the zippers? This is an odd choice, as we'd have loved to have seen some YKK zips on this pack, just for that added reliability. Moving on to the external components, and there's no better place to start than the harness system. This is a backpack after all. As previously mentioned, this pack is available in both a unisex and women's fit, with just some small changes to the harness system. On the women's version, the shoulder straps are slightly thinner and shorter, providing a higher carry on your back. The hip belt is also slightly curved. These changes all come together to make the pack work well for smaller frames and to fit the curves of a woman's body, making the overall carry much more comfortable. The shoulder straps on this pack are adjustable with plenty of padding, which makes for a comfortable carry even at full capacity. There are no load lifters here, but to be honest, we haven't been missing them. We found the sternum strap on this pack to be a great addition. While we didn't use it too often, we loved that the adjustable strap was elasticated too, so that when you walked, it flexed a little bit. This added a lot more comfort, and there's even a little pocket to pop it into when it's not in use. A lot is going on here, but it doesn't stop there. There is also a whistle incorporated into the sternum strap too, should you need to use it. On this pack, the hip belt does exactly what it should do. It shifts the weight from your shoulders to your hips. Brilliant. It's super comfortable, and it can be tucked away easily when not in use, making it a win-win in our books. The back panel is very comfortable and padded, just like the shoulder straps, but the ventilation isn't great. While this wasn't a problem for us in urban environments, if you're going on more outdoorsy adventures, this may become a problem. On the top of the pack is a quick grab handle. This handle is large and comfortable to use, so we found ourselves utilising this pretty often. Moving on to the front of the pack, and at first glance it does look pretty minimal. Take a closer look and you will find 2 plastic lash points at the top, 2 rows of daisy chains down the front, and even an attachment point at the bottom. While we never found ourselves using this, it's great to know that it's there if you need it. If you're a fan of attaching things to your pack with a carabiner or just clipping things there so that you've got quick access to them, then this is the place to do it. There is a lot going on inside this pack, including some really brilliant organisation. So let's get into it. Starting with the quick grab pocket at the front, this is a great size for all of your travel essentials that you want to have easy access to. The fleece lining inside also means that you can keep items in here that you don't want to get scratched, like your sunglasses or phone. Behind the front quick grab pocket, there's a larger zipped compartment. We found this to be the perfect place to store a rain jacket or any wet or damp clothes. This is because it's lined with a water resistant material and has a drain duct at the bottom. This pocket can come in super handy when you need it. However, when not in use, we found that it makes the material on the front of the pack sag, which doesn't look great. On either side of the pack, there are zippered water bottle pockets that can be used for water bottles or pretty much anything else. We've typically been using one side for a bottle and the other side for snacks. There's also a loop at the top to secure these pockets for additional security, which we like. Moving on to the main compartment, and you'll find a horseshoe opening here. For this design, we recommend using packing cubes to utilise space and make it easier to reach the items at the bottom of your pack. There's a lot of internal organisation going on in this main compartment. Just a note though, it does all lay flat when not in use, so you don't have to use it if you don't want to. At the back of the main compartment, there is a zippered pocket which is ideal for smaller, thinner items you prefer to keep secure. On the other side of the compartment, there are 2 pockets that would fit a small notepad or deck of playing cards inside. Next to these are 2 pen pockets, which can be grabbed quickly by opening the main compartment, although we haven't found ourselves using them that often. Below this, there are 2 mesh pockets which are elasticated at the top and stretched down to the bottom of the pack. These are pretty roomy, but take note that these items in here will compromise the space you have in the main compartment. Behind the main compartment is a large laptop compartment. The zippers here are also water resistant, which is great if you're carrying around expensive electronics with you. The padded laptop sleeve in this compartment is large enough for most 17-inch laptops, and there's a smaller sleeve in front for a tablet. There's even more room for other stuff here too, such as flatter items and documents. Finally, there's a hidden tech pouch at the back of the pack. This compartment is designed specifically for your passport, phone and power bank, with the use of 2 pockets and a key clip too. The rest of the space here actually stretches across the whole of the back panel, which for us just feels a little bit too large and unnecessary. The tech pouch is also connected to the laptop compartment by small pass-through holes. You can use this to pass a charging cable or headphones out to the top of the pack, and then the cable can be secured to a clip on the shoulder strap. To be honest, we've never used this feature and we probably never will, especially with how popular wireless headphones are nowadays. Now, the good thing is that when not in use, this feature is barely noticeable. At the time of this review, we've been testing the Eagle Creek Wayfinder Backpack for just over 2 months now around the UK, and we even took it on a 1-month trip to Porto as our 1-bag travel pack. This bag has held up very well so far and there are no signs of wear and tear whatsoever. In testing, we've thoroughly enjoyed using this pack and we feel that it makes a great carry-on compliant travel companion. We also really enjoyed the comfortable carry and the fact that you can pick this bag up in a unisex and women's fit. Moving into the pros and cons. This pack has a comfortable harness system, there are lots of quick grab pockets, and there's a lot of useful internal organisation too all around the pack. Now the cons. The zippers are all unbranded, the front compartment can sag a little bit when not in use, and the back panel lacks ventilation, which isn't ideal when you're wearing this thing for long periods of time. The Eagle Creek Wayfinder Backpack 40 litres is a great contender for the one-bag travel market. With a comfortable carry and the ability to select a women's fit, this pack is a solid choice for both men and women looking to travel the world. Our main gripes were that the zippers are unbranded and that the back panel lacks any sort of ventilation. And finally, although the internal organisation is a bit intense at times, there is a place for everything. You just have to find what works best for you. So there you have it, our review of the Eagle Creek Wayfinder 40 litre backpack. And as ever, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.